in association with Boxro. I was going to introduce you as the smartest dressed man here, but you're not really dressed, are you?
No, like, I'm dressed to impress and I'm ready to rock and roll come Friday night.
Joe, I've got to ask you first of all, you're down as a super middleweight on Boxrec.
Yeah.
You're not a super middleweight, no chance.
Nah, I'm fighting at 159 this one. Like, I am boxing at super middle this one, but with titles I'll be 147, I think. But you know what? I'm not really arsed. From 147 to 160, just gives a shout. If you want to fight, I'm down.
You've obviously, you've fought on the big platforms before. You've been on Sky before, etc. And you bring a lot of fans to a lot of fans. Are them fans still there? Because obviously, you suffered like a surprising defeat last time round. So one of the first things people will be thinking straight away is, are these guys still there supporting them? Are they still loyal?
Now, I'm not going to lie. I've got the loyalist support there is. They've been supporting us since the amateurs. Win, lose or draw, they're there, shouting my name, singing when you won Joe Lowe's, and them are the people who why I fight. If I didn't have the support I did, I wouldn't fight. I fight for me people. I fight for me fans. And Friday night, I'm bringing an army. They're going to make some noise, and I'm swinging.
How key is that for a fighter like yourself? Because obviously you'll have seen it. You probably know fighters who suffer defeats, and then before you know it, the ticket sales go, less than half, and it's really difficult to get another date. You only saw the other day a lady on Twitter. Do you know what I mean? So,
you know what? You see all these world champions fighting arenas, getting millions. I respect the people who are doing it the hard way. The ticket deals, they're driving around, they're trying to sell tickets. It's a hard game. It's a hard sport, and I think like I say, mate, it's a hard game, and I respect the people who are coming up through the ranks on them ticket deals and all that, because it's a brutal sport sometimes, mate. It's brutal.
obviously it was March when you last fought. So just tell me, like, it's been a while now, 6-7 months or so. How difficult was it to get over that defeat? Because that was a defeat that you probably wasn't expected to lose. Comparing it different to the Ryland Charlton defeat.
You know what? It was hard. I needed a major knee operation after that fight, and the surgeon says is forget your boxing career. So I left the room saying to myself, I'll probably never box again. But I had to find all odds. I've been finding odds from day one. I went, won't box again, won't do this again. No problem. Having the operation, I still had the bandages on my knee. I was in the gym, in my stance, just creeping. Not doing no daft, but just day by day, I was getting more movement, more strength. And the first day I went to physio, the gives a few tests to do, and I absolutely just smashed out the window. I got discharged from physio, and here I am now.
It says a lot about your character, because that second one would have been very difficult. So, and I love the fact that you've rocked up today in a Versace robe. Just explain to me what's the inspiration behind that.
You know what the inspiration is? When I first turned pro, I was wearing Mexican hats in amateur. So after defeat, nothing's going to change. This is me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm win, lose or draw, I'm not going to change who I am. And that's why I've got the support. So this is me. This is the Ben will be, the Ben will bomber. And come Friday, I'm fighting.
Have you got an opponent yet?
I think I've got an opponent, but I don't know his name, to be honest. He's got a bit of a mad name.
And obviously going forward from this fight, what is going to be the right weight for you?
147 is my right weight. 154, 155, 150, 149. Like I say, I'm easy going. Give lead in the ring, they'll ring me. We'll have a back and forth, and we're going from there.
Have you got your eye on anyone in particular? Because I know you have a lot of banter with certain fighters online. Yeah. Is there anyone in particular you think, we can get a big, a big fight down the line with someone?
You know what? I respect boxing and I respect boxers, so I'm not even going to badmouth anybody because I know everybody on the circuit, but at the same time, I'm not really arsed about anybody, to be fair. So if Lee rings us and says a name, like if you ask Lee, I'm an honest guy, I'll tell Lee, you know what I mean? I'll be like, poof, fuck me, he's got him, Lee. Or I can take him, you know what I mean? But I'm not really too fucked with anyone on the roster, to be fair, like.
I've got to ask you about the main event this Friday. It's very tasty, innit? I'm going to see if you can be neutral about it and kind of give me a straight up opinion. Who have you got winning?
Fucking hell. You know what? I honestly don't know. I'm friends with Troy. I've knew Josh since amateurs. I think the first 6 is going to favour Josh. The last 6 is going to favour Troy. It's who's the best game plan, who's had the best camp, who's done the weight the best, and who shows up. I think it's a proper 50-50 fight, a good domestic fight, and I think the winner is going to be propelled back on that world title level, and it's going to be a class fight. It's going to be a really good fight.
Last question for you, Joe. I don't know if you saw my interview I did the other day with Kell Brook, where he spoke about the difficulties of post-boxing. Obviously, he's retired a millionaire, secure on the back end of a big win, but he feels like he's died inside. Did you watch that, and has it kind of given you a bit of a message as to prepare for after boxing?
Yeah, you know what it is, like, even with me, it's like, no, even after my last defeat, like, no one after my operation, the thing what got me was, like, I wasn't asked about the defeat, because in the grand scheme of things, no one cares. Like, 90% of people who come to the boxing shows, them were there for the night, their night. 10% of people who are there for you, or there for the boxing. I was more good that I couldn't do what I've been doing for the past 14 years of my life. That's training, that's boxing, that's being a professional boxer, that's being the Benwell Bomber. So when I was sitting, couldn't walk on crutches, just being Joe Lowe's, I was like, fuck me, I want to train, I want to be in the gym. But like I say, I've been blessed with support, I've been blessed with the following, and hopefully after boxing I can coach kids myself and teach them the things what I didn't do, and try and pass on the knowledge what I've learned through the years to them.
That's good. That's quite a good message, man. I hope you get to do that post-boxing, and good luck Friday night. I'm just going to pan out a bit just so I can get a nice thumbnail of you dressed in that. Thank you.